What immediately sets off your bullshit radar? When a potential client says, our budget for this first one is almost nothing, but if this one goes well, we hope to get some funding and can do a bunch more with a real budget. The business to business version of if you do great work as an unpaid intern, we'll talk about hiring you. Yes, the free labor manifest. We call that the AT&T plan. Free nights and weekends. I'm a nice person. Trust me. I'm a trust fund baby. You can trust me. I've been reading Common Sense by Thomas Paine. My friend was wondering. Asking for a friend has become tongue-in-cheek at this point. At least among a couple friends I know. Can I have one of your friends? I'm asking for a friend. One of my friends is looking for a friend. If you know a friend, or knows a friend who knows a friend, let me know, so I can let my friend know. Now, for my friend. Most money gurus. So you don't want to buy my $88 course, where I teach you how to make $888 in just a month with virtually no effort on your part? I only need 101 people to sign up, and I'll have aced my own course. Yeah, I'll join. If you buy my doTERRA essential oils. Someone always being the victim in every story, and if you question it just pisses them off. I know someone like this. Everyone she encounters is insanely unreasonable and unfair to her, at least if you believe her side of things. My phone ringing. 99% of the time it's a scammer. Our records indicate the warranty on your vehicle has, or is about to expire. Press 1 to talk to our warranty experts. Any sappy photo on FB with a caption like they don't think their picture will get any likes. Let's prove them wrong. I scroll past that nonsense so fast, I get friction burns. People on Reddit going, I hope the 10 people who see this, like it is a surefire way to get me to downvote because it's 99,999% of the time trying to guilt/trick people into upvoting. This didn't get any love on X, so I reposting here. I downvote regardless of the content, because I despise the manipulation and oh poor me attitude. You don't need to count the money. I already did it from customers. Yeah. Now I'm really gonna count it. I used to work at a gas station and got this a lot. Usually after they hand me a billion ducking pennies. And almost always they are short. All my exes are psychos. Some people have a type. And that type is crazy. Your words are not lost on me, you're totally right. Everyone I've known that their type is crazy. Love bragging about how wild their GF is. Which means I don't give a duck about hearing, damn was a psycho, when things go bad. When you start working somewhere new, and they say we are all like a family here, major red flags for me. From experience. That just means you won't ever get a raise or a promotion. Also your complaints of being bullied will be met with oh that's just her personality. Meanwhile, said bully is lying to the boss about you. Fuck that. I have a family and it's not my co-workers. Anyone who tells you to do something, but refuses to provide an explanation when asked why it must be done. A study mentioned in the book Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion said that by giving a reason, any reason, will increase your chance of getting your request fulfilled. If you ask to cut the line to use the printer, you will have a higher chance by just saying, can I cut the line, because I need to use the printer. Even though the reason doesn't technically add value, it is better than just asking to cut the line without one. That book is an interesting book. I paged through it at Barnes & Noble. When someone is trying to sell me something and calls me boss, the only time I trust someone calling me boss is at the kebab shop. See also, big man. My friend is also acceptable. If you get this, you can usually get extra white sauce. When someone claiming to be a veteran says their DD-214 is classified. My abusive ex-husband claimed to suddenly be a veteran to pick up girls. He never made it out of boot camp. He lasted a month and a half 8 years prior. He was seen around town frequently wearing his boot camp clothes. Even went as far to get a veteran pin for his work uniform. And was recognized by the grocery store he worked at part-time as a veteran. It's insane the things people do. One-uppers. It almost always instantly gives away that someone is full of shit. You think that's annoying? I know some 2-uppers. Oh, yeah? My uncle is the CEO of the 1-upper company. My uncle works at Nintendo. Checkmate atheist. When a car salesman says, "We're actually losing money on this deal," who does that actually work on? All that says to me is that you're full of it, and you think him dumb. Yeah. Someone else mentioned it already. New cars are frequently priced at or below what the dealer bought it for in a lot of places. The dealer I used to be the foreman at had a whiteboard where they updated the profit numbers daily. New cars fluctuated between -$100 and +$100, and used cars between $2,000 - $2,500, both numbers are per unit. But they might get a $15,000 bonus from the manufacturer if they move 100 new cars. So they profit in the end, even if they lost $100 on all of them. Now if it's a used car, you're being lied to. Honestly, probably about everything. I've seen so much shady shit with used car sales. Don't forget, they will absolutely take a hit on sales price if they know they are going to make it up, and then some with finance charges. I normally wouldn't date someone your age, but you are so mature. I fell for that way too often in my early 20s. Turns out men in their 30s and 40s who would date someone my age are pretty immature themselves, and often abusive. If someone spends a lot of time telling me what kind of person I am, I'm such a chill person. I'm not about the drama, I'm really responsible. You don't need to worry about me, I'm really generous and kind to everyone, If it were true, you wouldn't tell it, you'd show it. Bringing this up out of nowhere is almost always an indication that that person is absolutely not that way, but wants you to think of them that way, or likes to think of themselves that way. Yes, if you have to tell me because it wasn't already apparent, it's probably not true. The other day I was talking to a topper at work. I told him that I had bought a Fender American Professional Strat and what it cost me. He immediately pulls up a pic on his phone and shows me some custom made guitar and has this whole story about how he got it, and it is worth 10 times what I paid for a guitar I really love. Every single time. This guy has some BS story to top whatever you tell him. Sometimes I talk to him just to see what the BS is gonna be this time. I used to work with that dude. Unreal. Hey, I know him too. If he doesn't personally top your story, has got plenty of cousins and uncles who have. Someone talking like they know everything, and that quote was from a YouTube video. Boy, that really pisses off those of us that do know everything. I know, right? If you want to know everything for real, all you gotta do is smash that subscribe button on my YouTube channel and I'll tell you all about it. I'll have a half giraffe of your finest rose wine. Marketing idea. Giraffe carafe. Damn long necks. Do you have 2 seconds? It's never that. I'm guilty of this. I guess a better way of saying it is it will take X time to tell you what I need to tell you. But if it turns into a back and forth, I don't know how long that will take. But I could have already said my piece in that time. Any message that starts with "Hey girl." You can trust me. I'm all about honesty. I'm the most honest person ever. Trust me, those almost always turn out to be the worst kinds of people. When I get a compliment, I immediately think, what the hell are you trying to pull? Nice work. Thanks. The duck are they setting me up for? More work outside your pay, and more often than not, well outside the duties specified in your contract. Sometimes I wonder why we even have random department if my team always has to pick up their slack. Referring to oneself as an influencer. Don't you know who I am? Question mark? No. Cause apparently you aren't that influential. No credit? Bad credit? No problem. There should be several problems. Good credit? Bad credit? No credit? No problem. You dead. Fuck it. Ghost credit. I'm gon' get a Subaru. I'm a martial artist. and have been my entire life. Legit martial artists don't brag. They don't go out looking for fights, and they almost always try to do their best to defuse a situation instead of letting it escalate to fisticuffs. Now, if you meet someone that says one of the following: I had to register my hands as deadly weapons. I've been trained in techniques that are too dangerous to demonstrate on someone. I have black belts in every martial art ever. Or they mention a black belt in a martial art that doesn't actually have belts, like Muay Thai for example. Oh, if I had to fight that guy, I'd do insert silly martial arts lingo and he'd be helpless. Chances are that person couldn't beat a drum. So many people don't understand martial arts are just that, an art. They're for defense, tradition, and all about discipline and respect. You're right in saying a legit martial artist doesn't go around picking fights. The best fight is the one you don't have. I'm pretty sure there's a video on YouTube somewhere where a karate teacher is showing some people a way to always win a fight. And after hyping it up a bit, he just throws his hands into the air and runs away screaming. When someone claims he have all life figured out, I know my life is a hot mess. But trust me, I have my life figured out. I figured out it's a ducking mess. When a politician says, I once met a nice man who told me some bullshit that supports all of their opinions, you could have stopped at says, and that would have been sufficient. Lol. Chakra cleansing objects, detox diets/drinks, or natural herbal remedy equals we are legally exempted from having to prove our pill actually does what it says it does. Aspirin is technically an all-natural herbal remedy. It actually can be proven to work though, so it gets to legally call itself medicine. Technically, aspirin isn't natural. The natural products, salicylin, really does work, but also causes digestive upset. A chemist from Bayer figured out how to tweak the molecule to remove that side effect and keep the benefits. And everyone started to clap. I do actually have a story that ends in everyone cheering for us. I'm pretty sure there was dancing on tables involved though. Job postings that ask for people who thrive in high pressure situations. Literally nobody thrives in those situations. We get through them if we have to, but that's it. An unexpected knock at my front door. If I didn't invite you, you've got nothing I want. If it's the police and you don't answer, they'll just leave. But come back and knock a little harder next time. With a battering ram. Whenever someone tells me that some food/drink/pill will clears my toxins, I know I've done a number on my liver, but it's still doing its job as good as ever. Or someone telling me something is better because it's chemical free. I'm a chemist and know that even bad chemicals really aren't that bad for you in the amounts you're typically exposed. It's chemical free. Dude, literally every liquid substance is a chemical of some sort. What are you even saying? I'm so OCD. OCD is the worst thing that has ever happened to me. Back off with that crap. Jobs that don't come out and tell you the salary/pay. Every vacancy in my field since the beginning of time, they list the salary as competitive. How about you tell me what the salary is and it'll be the judge of its competitiveness. Yeah, competitive salary just means we're going to underpay you. When someone starts talking about their extensive knowledge about something and purposely mispronounces words because that's the proper way of saying it. My real passion is my papier mâché hats. They're art. You hang them on the wall. It's too late to be read, but when someone shows me the hypoallergenic Bernedoodle puppy rescue, fuck you. That's a 3K dog. Only place you rescued that dog from was the mall. I mean, I once stole a sick puppy that was for sale for 2K from a mall. I was out of state and just put her in my jacket and ran. She almost died, and I spent so much money getting her healthy again. She had parvo, upper respiratory problems, and a heart murmur. Pretty sure she would have died if I left her at Petland. She's 12 now, and I couldn't imagine not having her in my life. I was at Walmart to do some shopping and pick up the new Hyrule Warriors game, and while I was waiting in the electronics area, the guy in front of me tells the employee working there that he wants their entire stock of the Animal Crossing limited edition Switches so that he could resell them online. Employee had enough of it. Threw his keys down on the counter. Got his manager and left. Apparently this wasn't the first time they had to deal with that customer. At least they enforced a limit on the PS5s. My son can do. My buddy's kid can do. These lines are 100% bullshit. But my child is gifted. He's only getting a C average because he's way too smart for school. When 10-year-olds say that they have black belts in karate, being a 12-year-old, I know that what they are saying is false. To be fair, I've been to a lot of tournaments and seen little kids with black belts. Now this doesn't mean they actually have the skills of a black belt, but a lot of martial arts schools will pretty much guarantee that your kid will have a black belt in a year or so no matter what. Black belt is kind of the end of basic training and doesn't take long to earn. When I was doing wushu, you could get one in a year and a half or so, as long as you took the exams regularly, and there were indeed several kids in my class who had them. There were a lot more levels after that for more serious martial artists that would take decades to master. So yeah, bragging about a black belt is like bragging about finishing boot camp. My mom works at Epic Games. To this day I still wonder how many cousins killed Osama bin Laden. YouTube ads about business courses featuring big houses and fancy cars. Such scams to lure 20-somethings into believing they can get rich quick. Trust me, when we're playing Among Us. As if that's gonna make me say, oh, gotcha. You can't possibly be the imposter then. I mean, that kinda works on pub lobbies. I've lost count of how many times I've seen someone kill, reported the body, and they respond with no vote line. And everyone then votes for me. Cue the next round and a body gets reported. But still no one votes for them, even though confirm ejects was on, and they all know I was a crewmate. Anytime a woman says girls are just too much drama, that's why I'm only friends with men. Apostrophe. Who yes. This is a good one. Sometimes paired with immediate dismissal of anything/interest that is too stereotypically girly. I'm the least racist guy in the room. I don't even see color. I only see black and white. Oh, wait. Anything organic. Any source with the word truth in the title. When someone says they've researched something, watching YouTube videos that support what you already believe isn't research. Any headline or comment like the truth about is an immediate alarm. That's a great one. Anyone who is too nice/charming makes me instantly suspicious. This is why, when I go out on a date, I will randomly dunk my head in my bowl of soup. Must have flaw. Anyone who makes a statement starting with as a Christian, or as a mother, or any other title. You being a thing does not make your statement any more interesting or valid. People who just refuse to answer your question, no matter how innocent or harmless the answer is. Like today, I asked my coworker what she was having for lunch. She didn't want to answer, even after she had already finished said lunch, and eventually told our coworker to make her jealous. People who just taunt you with not answering for no ducking reason. Red flags, man. Red flags. It was when holy water was advertised for sale to cure all ailments. Hey PSSST. Please subscribe and like.